Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore. Hope everyone had a great week and I hope you are having a great weekend. Alright, so I won't hold you for too long today. That's not my plan anyway. But, so we're going to get right to today's show. Alright, so the title of today's show is The Climb. And the topic is pushing through insecurities. Today, I received a call from my nephew, a young man surmounted by many trials, but continues to move forward despite being disabled, competes in various competitions. He's competing today in a rock wall climbing event as we speak. And I mention him today because I admire his tenacity and how he challenges himself even when nothing is left to give. We talked in quite a bit about his dreams and his desires and his goals and things of that nature. And one of the things that don't possess him is fear. He does not have a spirit of fear. He has a spirit of perseverance, and I love that so much. And that's what we want to talk about today. That's what the topic, the title of today's show, The Climb, is really about. So in speaking, with him today, inspired today's discussion, and it reminded me of a song by Miley Cyrus from the movie Hannah Montana. I've never watched the movie, and not a great Miley Cyrus fan. Her music, yes. The person, not so much. But anyway, the lyrics to that song, I can almost see it. That dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice in my head saying you'll never reach it. Those lyrics, they spoke to me, and they just pretty much summed up what today's show is about. Pushing through insecurities, and that song that she's singing about is having fear, but being able to work through those fears to make your dreams come true. And I like I said again, I've never seen the movie, but I am familiar with the song, and I relate to it on many levels, which leads me to this question: have you ever given much thought to the definition of the word climb? Well, I have, and that's why we're talking about it today. But anyway, Merriam-Webster states that the word climb means go or come up, a slope, incline, or staircase, basically to ascend. And I agree with that terminology, but I'd like to insert my definition of what the word climb means to me. For me, it means obtaining achievement through obstacles. One of the most debilitating obstacles is fear. And once you master that, your abilities are limitless. And the only way to achieve this is to push through your insecurities. And I can't say that enough. How often do we allow fear to control our lives? Giving it, we give it full rein sometimes to bully us into giving up because we think we can't do it. And insecurity is a stronghold designed to keep us boxed in that comfortable lifestyle and situations that afford little spiritual, personal, or financial growth. It's not meant to help us, to build us, but more so to tear down and to keep us, locked in place. However, sometimes people are a song, can inspire us to do more, to live more, and do things we never dreamed we could do. At the same time, inspire others to do the same. Fear, if you've never looked up the definition of fear before, I'm going to share it with you. Fear means an intense emotion that makes us perceptive to danger or threats. You know, in some cases, it is the direct cause of failure. Fear of failing, fear of success. So let me expound on those two things just a little bit more. Fear of failing. You know, who among us have not had a fear of failure? No matter what it was. Even when you were just a little bitty thing, learning how to walk, you were afraid to take those first steps because you were afraid that you may fall. And, you know, even if you have never, even as a baby, you know, if it's your first time, and if you've never even fallen before, but it's just that fear that comes to us naturally, that's built in, you know, into our DNA, that sometimes it just keeps us locked in place. You know, we're afraid to take that first step. But once you take that first step, even as a baby, and you're successful at it, it leads to more steps. And before you know it, you know, you've gone so far, you've gone a great distance, you know, and when you look behind you, it's like, wow, look how far I've come. And you never would have realized that had you not taken those first steps to do that. And that's what fear does. It prohibits us from doing what we want to do most. Now, let me flip that a little bit and talk about fear of success. A lot of us have that fear as well. Fear of success, fear of making it, fear of becoming someone, fear of living out your dreams. You want it, but you're afraid once you get it, you won't know what to do with it. And let me just say that once you get it, you'll know exactly what to do with it. You know, if you are a cautious person by nature, then you're not going to abuse that success. You're going to use it in the best way possible. At least I hope that's what you'll do. I know that's what I would do. And you don't have to be fearful of success. Success is a good thing. And it is what you make of it, good or bad. And it gives you a sense of power, but not power to be wielded over someone else, but power to help those that are behind you, help them up, give them a hand up, and keep everyone moving forward. That's what fear of success is for a lot of people, is that, you know, they're afraid of becoming successful because, you know, that means a lot, because, you know, once you achieve that goal, it leads to other goals. And, and maybe for some it's a little bit much to have to process, but, you know, you don't have to unpack that all at one time. You know, you just take a little bit out at a time until you're comfortable with the situation. And then, you know, you can even surmount that. All right. Now, some things in life we can't control, but we do have the power to climb when we overpower our insecurities, not allowing that or those powers to power over us or have power over us. You know, I see that happening in a lot of situations, and I mentioned the word bully. And sometimes, you know, that's what our fear does to us. It bullies us into, just balling up and giving up and just being afraid. You know, even babies, even though, you know, when they're first learning to walk, and I use them as an example because they are the perfect example of, you know, overpowering insecurity. So that fear of falling, that fear of failure. Once they take that first step, you know, the look on their faces says so much, whether they, you know, squeal with laughter or achievement or whatever. But, you know, it's just that, look at what I'm doing. Look what I did, you know, and that's what you should be able to do too. That's what you should do. You know, see it in the eye, in the scope of a baby, how when they take that first step, you know, that's a great achievement for them. And it can be the same thing for us. It can be that same way for us. whatever you do in life depends on how you master that emotion. And fear is an emotion. Mind over matter is one helpful tool to galvanize us into action and to becoming an inspiration to others. Because more than anything, that is my desire, and I hope that you share that desire as well, to inspire and to uplift. Because for me, that's what it's all about. Not so much achieving the goal for myself, but achieving the goal and then helping others achieve their goals as well. So, just keep that in the forefronts of your mind, if you will. And remember this too: climb high, climb free of insecurities and all obstacles. All right, so that is our show for today. But before I let you go, I want to make sure that I give you a few of these URLs. So just hang in there and hold on for me while I get that. Okay, of course, the first one is to Spreaker, and that is at https://www.spreaker.com/user at authorviviannemore.com. You can follow me across all social media platforms, which includes Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And Instagram is by invitation only. I hate to be that way, but there are a lot of scary people out there. A lot of people who don't have anything better to do with their time than flood other people's timelines with just crazy stuff that I won't even get into. But anyway, it's by invitation, and if you send me an invitation, then I will either decline or accept. So that's my prerogative to do that. So just letting you know up front. And also, if you want to check out my website, that is at authorviviannemore.com or authorehshepard.com. And also, if you will, please check out my blog that is updated once every week. Every show that I do, there's a script, and so I upload that to my blog so you can read it if you don't get a chance to listen to the live show. But anyway, that is at https://viviannemore.blogspot.com. That was right the first time. All right. So also, if you like book chat and you don't have Spreaker, you haven't downloaded that app, please do so. That way you can just go directly to the app and listen to all episodes of Book Chat. But if you don't want to download that app, if you have like 1,000,001 apps already on your phone or on your computer or your iPad, then maybe some of the existing ones is Apple Podcast. And if you have that one, you can definitely listen to Book Chat. Also Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, YouTube, SoundCloud, JioSaven, Audible.com, Verbal, and also Luminary. And there are others that are out there. Also, what was the other one I was going to share with you? Amazon Music. Yeah, I forgot about that one. You can go to Amazon and also listen to Book Chat with, of course, me, Vivian Moore. Okay. And I look forward to hearing from you. So if you will, just press like and share. That means the world to me if you would do that. And also remember, tomorrow is worship day. It is the fourth Sunday. We are, I like to say, winding up to Resurrection Sunday coming up in April. I think it's the 17th, but don't hold me to that date because that may not be right. But I think I think I'm close to it if that's not the correct date. But anyway, tomorrow is present, so we do know that is tomorrow, which is the 27th, and it is the fourth Sunday. And I hope you do a plan to attend church somewhere. Whether you are going to a brick and mortar building or you are still having services over the internet, over the phone. However you're doing it, just continue to do that, please, because it is so important. And invite others to listen to those sermons as well, because we all need to hear a good word We need it. We can't live without it. And also let the little ones listen in too, because they need to hear that word as well. And also, please, 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 please tell the ones you care about the most how you feel about them, because tomorrow is not promised. Today may be the only chance you get to say that. So on that note, I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.